The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Tua to open with a throw. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing is Tua. He'll get this out quickly to Hill. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Here's Tagovailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be very near that 1st down marker. He's up beyond the 30-yard line. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the option, it's Swift. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
To the left side, he's got Kmet.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now, 2 to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A shotgun snap for Tua. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Waddle's first catch. Good for a 1st down. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Catch made there, that's Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. It's second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And that will get them back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Here's Torrey Taylor now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Tua. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. Second and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Swift, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Washington now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Tua gonna give this to Wright, and he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. In motion is Hill. Back on the ground and back to Wright. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And the Dolphins are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll run with Madison, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Alexander Madison, touchdown Miami. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 77 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game?
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here comes Madison. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Man in motion here is Washington. Tua now on 3rd down. That is caught by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 33 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now, faking the give, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively. After giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap, to bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
He'll run with Wright. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll go here with Madison. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down picked up on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the ground, this is Wright. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They run again with Wright. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Now it is 1st and goal. Man in motion here is Washington. A give here to Wright. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. They send him right out of the slot. They'll go with him again. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To throw, it's Williams. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's been a rough 1st half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A play fake. Now Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Williams to the air once more. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught by Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll motion the tight end Smith. On 2nd down, here's Wright. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Tua. Here's a screen set up for Madison. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for Miami. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Here's Williams now to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. There's Toure with the catch. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will cut into that lead. So, we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll go again with Swift, and he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one, It's second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive.
He slams it in there, and he is in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now Tua. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a third down and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
First down throw there is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Third down, 3 to go. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua now on third down. That's taken in, And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now he'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Washington. Once again, it's Achane. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. That one caught by Smith. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Miami.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Play action. Tungo Vailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long, and here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift, and he's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. To throw is Tua. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Hill brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Williams. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle with Achan. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. They get the veteran, Teron Armstead. Off play action, it's Tua. Working across the field, there goes Hill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll run with Achan. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Hill brought in motion. Here's Achan. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Achan. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground is Achan. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On the carry, here's A-Chain. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Third and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say...